Welcome. Today we're diving into a critical market nuance: why liquidation alone is never enough to justify a trade. Many traders see a massive volume spike or aggressive selling delta and immediately look for a reversal. They assume the market is oversold. But the reality is different. Liquidation simply means one side has left the market. It doesn't mean the other side is ready to take control. As Jim Dalton famously said, market-generated information is not what happens, it is what happens next. That is where your edge lies. Liquidation is a cleansing process. It's the result of stop losses, margin calls, or pure panic. One side is forced out of their position. After this exit, the market often enters a chop phase as it digests the change or moves into a low liquidity environment where price can actually accelerate further. Your true edge isn't the liquidation itself, it's the market's reaction. You must watch the auction tempo and the shape that begins to form. Is the rejection fast and aggressive, or is it weak and slow? If the market stays low and quiet after a sell-off, it's still weak. Observe if a new shape is forming, like a D shape, or if the range is simply expanding. Are buyers actually stepping in, or is it just silence? Look for a rotation back into the previous value. If price remains below, the liquidation was likely just a phase of the trend, not the end of it. Let's contrast the common myths with the behavioral reality of the market. This distinction is vital for your survival as a trader. First, liquidation does not mean the market is oversold. It simply means one side has abandoned their positions, nothing more. Second, a volume spike isn't an automatic buy signal. It represents stress and panic, which can often lead to further selling. Finally, even an excess low is just an invitation to watch. Without a strong reaction, it's just a pause in a downward move. Consider this scenario. The market has been in a steady uptrend for days, but then suddenly drops on news or panic. A volume spike occurs. Most traders go long here, but the market doesn't accelerate up. The POC doesn't move. Value remains stuck at the lows. The tempo is dead. The result? The market either stays low or slowly continues its descent. There was no new strength to turn the tide. In summary, liquidation is a tool for cleansing the market, not a signal to trade. Without new initiative, there is no reason for a move. The true edge is in your observation of the reaction. Events like excess or volume spikes are challenges, signals to start paying close attention. Remember, liquidation without subsequent initiative is not an edge, it's just continued weakness. Excess without reaction is silence. Next time you see a panic sell-off, don't rush. Wait. Watch the reaction. That is how you find the reality of the market. Good luck.